Welcome to the fathertimenc channel. Hope you enjoy the content.
How's it going, everybody? This is fathertimenc. This is my Hatsan 30 cal Hercules bully. I know you haven't seen a lot of this gun on here because I got something on there. I don't know what that is. Because this 30 cal, like most 30 cals, they take a lot of air. This is an awesome gun. It's very accurate. If you want to see the feet per second chronoed and the accuracy, Shooter 1721 has a video on this gun. It's very accurate. It's got a lot of power. It's fun to shoot. It just takes a lot of air. You really need a compressor or an air tank, an air bottle for this, because, well, I'm gonna tell you right here, because I shot this thing all the way down to about the top of the yellow, which is, I don't know if I can see the bar or not really, but it's about the top of the yellow, and I pumped it up and I counted how many pumps with that hand pump that it takes. This is the it's got the quiet energy technology with it, but it's really not that quiet. This is the field probe for it. It comes with 3 mags, 10 round magazine, 2 go underneath here, if y'all can see that. It's a really awesome gun. They're metal. See, I got me a bipod up here. I got a SWFA scope on here, 12 power. It's fixed 12 power. Really good scope. I even got the SWFA scope mount for it. And also got a level. If you can see the level on there, right there. I even got an attachment right here to attach a camera if I want to attach a camera, or if I really wanted to attach my night vision on here, I can attach the night vision on here. Put my IR light right there. This thing's really versatile. Like I said, Shooter 1721 has a couple videos on this. It's a very accurate gun, a lot of power. When it comes, guys, the trigger was pretty stiff. I lightened it up. It's very easy to lighten up. You just got to go in there. I lightened it up all the way, and then slowly turned it back to where I could hit the bottom of the buttstock to make sure, it wouldn't fire. And it's very light now, but you still got to get used to this trigger. I haven't shot this gun a lot because, as I said, it takes a lot of air. I'm just going to wait till I get me a bottle or a compressor. I ain't decided which one I'm going to get first. I might just get me, I really haven't decided yet, because a bottle I can take with me out in the field or whatever. A compressor I can use around here, but there's no outlets out there. I could always buy me a cheap generator and take with me, but the safeties right here, guys, unlike the regular Hercules, the one that has the double bottle, this safety does not go on automatic. You have to put it on. If not, it stays off. This is one thing I like about this one. The regular Hercules, you're going to get just a hair more power out of it. But there's also a lot more gun there. It's also, instead of a 500cc bottle, you got 2 500cc bottles, which is a lot more to pump up. As you can tell, Shooter 1721, his videos that you get about 20 usable shots out of this thing, which, if you're gonna hunt with it, that's plenty. If you smack a deer in the head with this thing, it's going down. It generates a little bit over 100 foot-pounds. Even at 50 yards, I think it's, depending on what pellet you're using, it's around 70 to 80 something foot-pounds. If you use some slugs, it's probably going to be a little bit more than that. Like I said, guys, this is a really awesome gun. You just don't need to pump it with a hand pump. And this is the reason why I did it yesterday. I pumped it up. It was at the top of the yellow. It took me 350 pumps out of the hand pump, guys, to get this thing to 3,000 psi. Then it took another 150 to get it up to the 3,600 psi that you can fill this bottle to. So that's 500 total pumps, guys, from the top of the yellow. When it's the air pressure sitting on top of the yellow. 500 pumps. And I'll tell you, it's a workout. I did it at 50 pump increments. It will wear you out. So definitely, if you're going to deal with these, 30 cal and up, you're definitely going to have a bottle or a compressor, guys, because these things wear you out. They use a lot of air. The bigger the caliber, the more air they're going to use. This one's non-regulated. And I would tell you guys, any air gun, in my opinion, that uses this type of side charger, to me, this is way better. This is way better than the bolt action, I think. I have the Benjamin Armada, that's bolt action, and I have the Umarex Gauntlet, that's bolt action. This style of charging is way superior. Now, I did see somebody's making top receivers for the Benjamin Armada and Benjamin Marauder that it replaces the whole top receiver that has this style on it that side charges. They want $150 for it. I don't know if it'd be worth it or not, but I know like FX guns, they use this type of charging. To me, I think it's really superior than the bolt action. I really like this type of charging. You can see I did fire one. I got the 50 grains in there, the 50.15 grain JSBs in there right now, guys. And you can see I got the polymags in there now. Southern Gunner, he had the regular Hercules gun, the big one, the dual bottle one, and he said he had to clip the tips off to get them to feed these. And this one, I can tell you, is close, but if you leave it flush in the back, they do cycle and they do run through. You don't have to clip the tips. And if you want to decock this thing, guy, all you have to do is hold it back, press the trigger, and just run it forward, and it decocks it. Again, Southern Gunner, he uses the he's got a couple videos on the regular Hercules. It's very accurate too, has a lot of power, but keep in mind that thing has 2 air tanks, 500 cc's. It takes a lot of air, it uses a lot of air. Also, every time you cock it, the safety, you have to take the safety off, just like the Air Force guns. Every time you cock them, you have to take it off. This has got a manual safety. You don't have to worry about it. Like I said, it comes with 3 magazines. I was lucky, guys. I was looking for this. This is a regular $900 gun, not counting the scope. I did find it on Walmart. I just lucked up and they had it on sale there for $691. So I got this for $691. Where everywhere else is $900 for these. That don't count the bipod. This scope was $300. This mount, I forget how much I paid for it, but it was extra. The bubble level was extra. The bipod was extra. So, and I will tell you, 30 cal, once you get over 30 cal, you start getting into the slugs like the 35, the 357s, the 45s, 50 cals, even the 30 cal slugs, the price goes up substantially when you're buying those. In my opinion, if you're gonna go 35 cal and up, you just need to start casting your own slugs. The 30 cal pellets are still in range where they're pretty affordable. You still get quite a few in a tin when you buy them. But after you go past 30 cal for pellets, in my opinion, it's just you're better off to buy your molds and just cast your own bullets, or you're gonna be paid. You're gonna be paying pretty much a regular price of what you'd be paying for powder burner rounds for their ammo. But again, guys, this is an awesome gun. I'm thinking about buying the small, the small Chinese compressor. I haven't made up my mind, or a bottle. I haven't made up my mind on either one. But I do plan on, when it comes hunting season, I am going to take, like I said, you get pretty much 10 rounds at decent, pretty much full power. They do drop after the first shot. It does drop consistently because these things do use a lot of air. But you can do 20 usable shots, and really for hunting, that's plenty. Even deer hunting, you only going to probably do one shot anyway. And like I said, these are accurate. The thing, there's guys on YouTube hunting deers with 22s and 25 cals and popping them in the head and dropping them. And I promise, if you pop a deer in the head with this, it's going down. There ain't no two ways about it. This thing, it's got enough power and it's a good size hole. It will go down. So I do plan on doing some hunting with this year. Maybe I'll look up. The thing around here is that you have to, I have to use game lands. I don't know anybody with private land, so it's kind of hard to find deer around here sometimes on game lands. But you never know, I might look up. But guys, I highly recommend this Hatsan Hercules Bully 30 cal. The 25 and the 22, I think the shot count goes up dramatically, but I would still say they have, lots of power, because this thing sure does. It's a little heavy, especially on the rear, because that really feels, it feels solid. I'm not sure if it is or not, but most of your weight is back here. It does have slings. It's a little heavy, but it ain't nothing unmanageable. You can take a one sling mount, put it back there, and it's very comfortable to shoot. You just got to get used to that trigger. If you go to Southern Gunner, the regular Hercules, he would tell you about the trigger. It takes a little getting used to. You can't creep into it. You just pretty much got to snap it. And if you watch my one video shooting this thing, you'll see that was my first time shooting it at that distance. I've shot a little bit here, in the house, doing some tests, but at that distance, and it does take, you got to shoot this gun to get used to it, the trigger, and you got to do it repeatedly every time. You just can't. He's right. You just can't creep into it. You got to snatch it to get the same results. But it is very accurate. But that's the reason I don't shoot this gun a lot, because it does take a lot of air, but it's enjoyable to shoot when I do shoot it. It's a little loud, I probably do need to buy a moderator for it at some point. But if you're going to hunt with it, it's nothing bad. They do make this thing up in, you know, 45 cal too. Same with the regular Hercules. But it's really enjoyable to shoot, guys, and I'd really recommend it. Look around, because you never know, you'll run across another deal like on Walmart.com. Get on there and look every now and then. You never know. But I just thought I'd make this video to kind of give you guys what kind. I've seen a lot of questions, you know, Southern Gunner and other videos about this and the regular Hercules, about using hand pumps. I would not recommend using this with hand pumps. If you could do it if you're just going to take it hunting and shoot it, you know, just a couple times. But if you're going to shoot it a lot, hand pump's just going to wear you out, guys. It's going to take a lot. Like I said, 500 pumps is what it took me from the top of the yellow to get it to 3,600 psi. And let me tell you, that's tiresome. So get you a bottle, get you an air compressor. And the regular Hercules has got the two 500 cc bottles. Whew, I couldn't even imagine how many pump from a hand pump it would take to get that thing up there. You'd definitely be in shape. You shot that a lot. Alright guys, I just thought I'd bring this to you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. And yeah. And I think this is, if I ain't forgetting, you can also attach 11mm dovetail to this thing too. Either one. You can either attach the regular Picatinny rails or the 11mm goes up here. So it's your choice. It has a long rail. As you can see, it supports the barrel here, which these, yeah, it looks pretty much like it's over the shroud. It's holding the shroud. On the regular Hercules, I don't think really there's any support except for where it's into the block. Alright guys, it's been fathertimenc. Hope you enjoy my content. Y'all have a good weekend. See you later.